Hello everyone. So to my idiocy, I did not realize that when you record on livestream.com, um, you it automatically saves the video as files on your actual computer, so that you can upload it to YouTube or do whatever you want with it. So I never knew that. That was pretty stupid of me, really. Yeah, I was always trying to work out how to get it so I could upload them to YouTube afterwards. And then I looked into my files the other day and saw that all the videos that I'd been recording for livestream.com, um, uh, yeah, all the videos that I'd been recording for Crimson Daggers and Bloodsports and just like general recording, was saved on there. So I was quite pleasantly surprised, really. So I thought I would use that as a starting point for making some more videos. Um, Now that I've got live stream as a base for recording them, gives me a nice way of talking to you guys and then showing you some painting at the same time. So let me just post this link into Skype a second. Hang on a minute. Hang on a second. I'll just post this into Skype and we'll get going. Here we go. So yeah, here we go. Just post it into here. Hey guys, streaming now. www.livestream.com/concept. So basically, this thing here where it says no talking for announcements only, not for social use. This is a group on Skype for a person called Eisterbrak. So she does a load of video tutorials. She does critiques. She does live streams for her own work. She does a whole bunch of just different different, I don't know, just different streams, really, to do with artwork and concept art and the whole industry. So I'd recommend joining this group and the class group chat if you wanted to be a part of it, really. If you're interested, I would definitely do it. There's a lot of artists on here, a lot of brilliant artists that all sort of help out each other. They all talk about things, they discuss things, like normally ending up in huge discussions, and sometimes people get a bit caught up in their own ideas, I think, anyway. But yeah, I think it's a good source for inspiration if you wanted to sort of talk to other people who share the same interests as you. Yeah, I don't know, not really much more to say about it, really. It's helped me out a lot because I've talked to a lot of people that have given me different links to things and different things that have really helped me grow as an artist, anyway. So, and I'm by no means a great artist. Just, I'll put that out there as a disclaimer. When I do these streams, nothing that I do in the stream is by any means me trying to say, oh, look at me, I'm a great artist or whatever, because I'm not. I'm nowhere near what I want to be. I'm still very much improving, still very much growing, and still very much learning new things about art all the time. It's a tough industry that I think I want to get into, and as many as you know, as many of you know, if that makes sense. There are a lot of people that want to get into it, so we're all just trying to do the same thing and improve. And I think if we can help each other, then it's a bonus, really. If you want to join this group chat, I think the best place to go is go to DeviantArt and type in Eisterbrak, Istebrak, go to her page on DeviantArt and maybe send her a note on DeviantArt, or it'll give you the link to all the group chats and stuff on there, and I think that would be very helpful for you if you want to do that. So anyway, now I've done that, I'm gonna, I don't know what will I do today in a second. Oh yeah, so for all you YouTube subscribers, let me just bring up the YouTube page and I'm gonna put my music on. Yeah, for all you YouTube subscribers, God, I don't know what to say to you really. I can do nothing more than apologize for not making any videos for years, but I found the whole posting retro games videos, well, it wasn't boring, but I don't know. I just kind of got busy with other things. I mean, the last few years has been completely just chock a block with things for me to do and sort out. So, firstly, I finished college this year, so I had to finish up doing my finish up doing my final project for my art diploma. So I was busy doing that, and then after that it was like straight into going to university interviews. So I went to 4 university interviews over the last sort of, I don't know, well, this year I guess anyway. And that took up a lot of my time because I had to prepare for them. You know, it wasn't really much preparing to do because they were a lot more sort of they were a lot more sort of relaxed than I thought they were. So I kind of went in there and they were just sort of drinking tea and they were sitting down, and like there was two of these people in there and they were just completely relaxed. They just said, "Oh, come in and sit down," and you know, they just looked through my work, and I was like really relaxed once I got in there, and I was just surprised that they were so relaxed. I know I keep saying relaxed, but you know. Anyway, so that was really good, a good experience for me to see the universities and that anyway. And from there until now, it's just been history, really. I've just been trying my best to work and earn money for university, and that's been one of the biggest things that's like kept me busy, really. I mean, by the time I finish work, I'm usually knackered, so, and I've been working like days and long hours, so that's also played a huge factor in why I haven't sort of made any videos or been reluctant to do live streams and that for a while. And that's probably why you haven't really seen me around much on Crimson Daggers or anything like that too. But just because I've been trying to earn as much money as possible, because university is one of those experiences I think where I'm gonna be independent, obviously, and I'm gonna need to be very careful with what I do with my money. Be very careful with what I do with, you know, spending my money on things and being able to budget so that I have enough to buy food and that, really. So yeah, so that's where I've been, and would you believe it? It was 2 weeks, 2 weeks last Sunday. So this Sunday just gone, it was 2 weeks on that Sunday that I actually go to university. So very, very close, and it's been a very, very busy time, and that's why I haven't really done anything for a while. But recently I've sort of, well, I have been doing some more paintings, obviously. I've been carrying on painting behind the scenes, but like just not not like live streaming or making videos or anything. So yeah, that's sort of a bit of an explanation to yeah, to where I've been for you YouTube people, really. And I apologize greatly that I haven't made any videos. If I'd have found out sooner that I could put my live stream videos on YouTube, I would have done that. But you know, I'm so stupid, so don't even listen to me, okay? Alright. I need to find this guy also that has posted a comment on my YouTube page saying that he subscribed to me and stuff. I think, because he read something a while ago and I didn't reply to him, so I was really quite. I felt really guilty because I didn't say anything. Just because I was doing, again, I was working, so I was kind of. I just got home and you know how it is. You just kind of fall asleep and then the next minute you wake up and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning or some shit. So yeah, I need to find this guy and reply back to him for a second. No, it's not that. What is it? A comment? I don't know. Oh yeah, here we go. Harvey, right? Harvey Deverio, Devero. Is it Devero? Let me just check this a second. So Harvey Devero says, Sam, I love your videos. I'm getting a Mega Drive this week, and I'm going to make some videos like you. If you like RoboCop and Terminator, I think you should buy RoboCop vs Terminator off of eBay or Amazon. So really thank you a lot, Harvey, for sending me that message. I really appreciate it. Yes, I'm really sorry I didn't get back to you sooner. I mean, this was, wow, it was 29th of August 2013, so I am really sorry that I haven't replied to you. I've just been really, really busy. Yeah, so I'm making a video now, and I think you'll like it a lot. I hope a lot of you will like it. Maybe. I'm just trying to clear up a few things so that people know where I've been, because otherwise I'll feel really guilty. So anyway, today I've been working on where is it? Oh. So I have been working on. Let me just try and find this. Here we go. So I watched Fengzhu's video, his newest one that he's put out, because I really like design cinema. And Feng, if you are watching this, you probably not, because I'm not that big of a deal, but if you are watching this, I just want to say a really big thank you to putting out all of your design cinemas, all the effort you and the crew over at FCD put in to all the videos, all the effort you put in to make, put the word out there about what you do and stuff, really, and all the tutorials and everything, I don't know what to say. I really appreciate everything you do. Yeah, I don't know, that's it. So anyway, guys, so think about the new Design Cinema episode 68. Turn the music down a second, that's kind of bugging me. Here we go. So yeah, Feng put out episode 68 Design Cinema, which was called Doom HD. He took a screenshot from the original game for, I think it was for the SNES and the Mega Drive, I think, let me find it. Yeah, no. Yeah, so anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with all the details and everything, but he got a screenshot from the original Doom, and basically he's doing a redesign. So he went through the whole process of sketching it out, and then went to putting color and textures into it, and then also painting over the top of it as well. Yeah, and I watched this and I got quite excited, because I also like to sort of, I also have good memories of old games that I used to play. And so Dark Cloud was one of them. Dark Cloud is a game that has been with me since the start of my gaming obsession, I guess. I mean, before that, that used to be when I was really young, and I would play stuff like Dark Cloud, Wild Arms, Star Chronicle, Cooler World, Abe's Odyssey. I used to play like Toka Touring Cars. What else did I play? I used to play a whole bunch of stuff. There was loads of old games in my time. Oh hey, sorry man, I got carried away. Few art, how's it doing, man? Yeah, I got carried away talking about old games and stuff. I'm just trying to reminisce here, alright? So don't hate me. I'm just trying to reminisce my memories, man. Alright? Jesus. Okay. Anyway, so I used to play a lot of Dark Cloud, on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, yeah. I was kind of immature at the time, so I never completed it when I was younger, and I could kick myself because I I obviously was so immature that I didn't see what an actual awesome game it was by some awesome developers. And it was only because a while ago, about a year ago, a month, or like I don't know, several months ago anyway, I brought back my I brought back a PlayStation 2, um, and then that's my dog barking, barks for nothing. So yeah, I brought back my PlayStation 2, and I ordered Dark Cloud and Dark Chronicle off of Amazon, and it was only like, I don't know, a few weeks ago that I actually completed it for the first time, and I could kick myself because once I completed it, I was astounded at what an awesome game it really was, and I just couldn't believe that I was so immature in my younger years that I just kind of played it and put it down and didn't get to where I needed to be in it. So I was sort of quite, I don't want to say emotional because you guys will think I'm so weird, but I was a little bit emotional that in my younger years, reminiscing on the game, I didn't really understand it, but as I grew older, I kind of understood the game more. So that happened, and then obviously that kind of sparked my interest to do this redesign of Norun Village, or Nolan. Nolan Village is called in UK, I think, or Europe, and Norun Village is in Japan, I think, or USA, or something. So I took a screenshot just like Feng did. As you can see, screenshot is there, and then I collaged in the house, a bit of the windmill, and the mayor's house at the start of the game in the first level. So in the first level in Nolan Village, you get the mayor's house that's just left over in that sort of empty lot, in empty field, and that's the first person besides the wizard I think that you meet in the game. So I think I always remembered that part when you first sort of you wake up after the whole crash and that with the sort of the genie blowing up the village, and you wake up and you see the wizard, and then once the wizard goes away, that first screenshot of the house way off in the distance, like the kind of submarine, it almost looks like a submarine anyway. That first sort of view of the house and everything really, really, really always burned in my mind. I think it burned in my mind, I just always remember that screenshot, and it's kind of what I wanted to do to redesign. So I started doing exactly the same process as Feng Zhu, sort of sketching over it. Not as good, obviously, because I'm not a great artist or whatever. So I've just started roughly, very very roughly, sketching over it with black sort of, well, I guess you could say ink. I don't know. And I wanted to change it. I think I wanted it, if they were gonna do a sequel, it'd be cool to see Nolan Village being attacked by a different kind of force. So maybe there was this whole thing to do with time, like there was at the end of the game. So there's a whole thing where you had to go back in time to destroy. I think it was to destroy the little the other lad with the kind of white hair. I can't remember what his name was, and you had to destroy him because otherwise the genie would have been born and come to life. So you had to destroy him because he was like the root of the evil. So I thought it'd be cool if Nolan Village was to go sort of back in time, and it was still very much being constructed and being very sort of very, I guess you could say oldie worldy, but I don't want it to give off that feel. I just want it to feel like it was still like under construction, and maybe it was hit by this whole time thing, so everything gets worn away. It's very run down. The houses are sort of overgrown, as I tried to sort of sketch in these branches and that were overgrowing on this house here. And yeah, I just wanted to give it that feel really. So that's what my interest was really. And I've also got screenshots for um, I think it's Goro's house as well somewhere. Let me see if I can find the screenshot for that. Yeah, I've got a screenshot for Goro's house here that I would like to paint over, and I also have one more, I think. Um, yeah, also this shot was sort of burned in my mind as well from playing it. This is like the last boss fight, and I would like to sort of paint over that and do something. I'm not really sure with that one yet. I did already do a redesign of the genie from the game because I really wanted to see what he would look like if he was a real life person. So I made this painting. This was sort of me designing the genie, the dark genie, as if he would be in real life. Level 5, if you're watching this, you know where I am. Just come on, you know where I am. Uh, if you want to make a Dark Cloud 3, yeah, just hit me up maybe, yeah. So yeah, anyway, so that's the Dark Genie depicted by me, as if he would be in a more realistic form, which I found very much enjoyable to do. Um, well, one viewer, is that you, viewer? Is that you still here? I hope you heard me that I did say hi to you. Otherwise, you might think I'm ignoring you. Hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully. Um, so yeah, that was very much enjoyable for me, and I think I'll be doing some more characters in a more realistic form. Hopefully, anyway. I would like to. I really enjoy that. Then obviously I saw Feng Zhu's video, and that made me inspired to do this instead. So, and I'm also working on what's the other one? I'm working on something else here a second. Let me try and find that a minute. If anybody wants to know what music this is from the Professor Layton games, and I find it really nice and relaxing sometimes to listen to it while I work. It's got a nice contrast between sort of relaxing and then quite high tempo stuff, so very inspiring and magical. Trying to find the other one that I'm working on right now. Might be in here actually. Here we go. Yeah. So I also watched the 2013 Evo Street Fighter World Championships, and obviously Xian won this year. It was a very, very, very close fight, and there was a lot of moments where I didn't think he would win, but he did. He pulled through with Jen. So that kind of inspired me to start this sketch as well. So I was going to do a painting of him with Jen sort of looking the other way behind him, sort of as a kind of cameo. So Jen is like his cameo basically, and that's something else that I'm working on at the minute. So yeah, but for now I'm just going to carry on working on this one if I can do that. Yeah, I'm gonna put the music up a little bit more, and then I'll just kind of talk to you in drips and drabs as I go. Or I may not talk at all, but don't worry if I don't talk at all, it's just because I'm enjoying the music. And then you can also sit back and enjoy the music as well. So I'll just check what time we're on here a second as well. Oh, we're only on 25 minutes, that's alright. 25 minutes of me talking. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna try and put in a character here as well, just to show some kind of connection here. See how that looks. Oops. I don't know. I mean, obviously it looks very rough right now, just because I'm not really worried too much about what I'm doing. I'm just kind of thinking about where to put things, getting the composition right and that sort of thing. So I can't get this character right either. That might work a bit more. Legs are always freaking hard to do. I can't get this cape right as well. Yeah, if any of you haven't played Dark Cloud, I would seriously recommend playing it. It's very, a lot more adult than you think, and very emotional. Not that I'm a soppy git or anything, but it's very emotional, very good, very, um, very magical, and very sort of, I don't really know how to describe it. It's just a whole lot of awesomeness, really. And like, I think games these days, kind of, apart from some of the ones recently, like The Last of Us, Saints Row 4 maybe, I don't know. I don't know, just some games recently have really demonstrated a nice, emotional connection with the characters and that. But I think a lot of games these days think too much about graphics and think too much about detail, and they don't focus so much on having a good connection with your characters, or having a good, a good emotional kind of breakthrough in the game. Because I think that's what really kind of hits people sometimes in a game. It's more about the emotions that immerse people rather than just having a really high detailed rock or a high detailed tree to immerse people. I think emotion plays a big part in that too, about having to actually care about your characters rather than just thinking of them as, oh, they're gonna die soon, I don't care, it doesn't matter. To actually thinking, oh well, I actually don't want this guy to die because he's helped me out a lot, or he's got a family and 2 kids or whatever. I think that plays a big part, and I wish more games would sort of focus on that, really, a lot like Dark Cloud did. Not that it was actually like that in Dark Cloud, like, there was people with kids and stuff, but there was definitely an emotional connection, well, that I felt anyway, personally, with Toan, the character, right from the minute that the girl runs in the door and says, come on, and they actually say your name if you type in your name. And she says, oh, you're going to miss the festival, so I don't know, I just think, I wish more games would be like that, really. And there's always something magical about Dark Cloud that I really liked. And I don't know whether that was just a level 5 touch that they put in, their kind of way of doing things, because I felt the exact same feeling when I played Ni no Kuni or Professor Layton sometimes. That same kind of magical feeling that I'd always felt with Dark Cloud games. Not so prudent, but very much the same. And then, yeah, I don't know. I mean, some games really nail that very well. Like, just playing the start of The Last of Us was enough to make you feel for the characters, And then I don't know. I just wish we would focus more on immersion with emotion rather than just plain old graphics. Like, I know it really annoys me when people like. I don't have anything against PC gamers or anything, right? But you need to keep stop. I know it's probably only a few of you that wreck it for the rest of them, but you need to keep stop sort of commenting on people's things, saying, "Oh, PC master race, yeah, man. Well, yeah, PC gamers are so elite, meh," and stuff like that. It really annoys me. Because all they think about, all their argument is the graphics. They all say the same. They just say, "Oh yeah, Crysis 3 maximum graphics capability, Battlefield 3, and they just have the same argument over and over again." But if you go back to like the older games like Dark Cloud, where the graphics are still very polygonal, very very polygonal style, but you can see past that because it has such a great story and such a great emotion and magic and wonder filled into it. So I don't even know what I'm doing with that character, really. I don't know, I think I'll leave him there for now, but I'm not quite happy with him, really. Yeah, and I think Level 5 is one of those companies that's never... well, I'm not a fanboy or anything, but I would say they've never really put out a bad game. I mean, some games maybe haven't been up to scratch with their predecessors, but I would say they've never really put out a bad game. I mean, let's have a look. Let's go on their website and have a look what games they've released. Google. Bollocks. Although they are one of my favorite developers, they are not. No, by no means I'm not a fanboy or anything. I'm not trying to say they're like better than any other company, because they're not, and there are other companies that are just as good. So, but they are. I don't want to contradict myself, but they are better than some companies, but they're by no means the best company. And that goes for any other company in the games industry as well, I think, really. So if we go to products a second, let's go way back to I used to have like a thing here. Yeah, or oldest first. I'm gonna start from. I thought we were going. No. In development. Oldest first then? Newest first? Okay, so if we keep going down. This might be a bit boring for you, so I apologise for this, but I'm trying to prove a point here, man. And my point is that I was trying to say that they have never really released a bad game, and I'm gonna start from Dark Cloud because that was my entry into video games. Really, Dark Cloud was sort of one of my among the first games I used to play, like back on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. So yeah, anyway, Dark Cloud, great game in my opinion. Dark Cloud 2 also a great game, same as Dark Cloud anyway. Dragon Quest, another successful series that many people like and many people enjoy. No, Dark Cloud, by the way, was released in December 2000. So if you think about it, games releasing now 2013, it's very well for its time. I think, in my opinion, very well. It stands up very well for what it is. Also, then you have Rogue Galaxy 2005, which I haven't played, but I know by a lot of other people that it's a very good game as well. Not a bad game anyway, so. Jeanne d'Arc I don't really know a lot about, so I can't really, I can't really talk too much about that. Professor Layton and the Curious Village, released in February 2007 for the Nintendo DS. Another game which is done very well because they've made loads by now. They made a load of games for that series now, and I think it's developed into a really, I don't know, one of among Level 5's best creations, I think, really. Because they've done all sorts of things, like they've got Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright now as well, so. So of course, Professor Layton, all the way up until 2008. Inazuma 11, another game I don't really know about because it's released in Japan. So, White Knight Chronicles, I don't know why, but a lot of people didn't really like that game. And I can't understand why. I really enjoyed it myself. I never completed it, but I did really enjoy it. But I think maybe it was just because Level 5 had tried something different, so battle system was different and the characters were a little bit different, but again I still felt that same kind of magical feeling, especially when we got to do like the diorama mode again and all that. It just brought back so many memories for me then. So, and that was before I got my PS2 back again, so that game in my opinion was a decent game. It wasn't bad, it wasn't great, but it was good. And I think people just didn't like it because they tried something a little bit different. I don't know. Paul Sloan, I don't know, that's a Japanese game. I don't know about that one. Dragon Quest again, what's that, number 9, Dragon Quest 9. So that was released again July 2009. So, again, that's another series that's still going. August 2009, another Professor Layton game. More Japanese games I don't know about. November 2009, again another Professor Layton game, The Last Spectre. again, international edition of White Knight Chronicles, February 2010. So that was pretty good. You know, again, I've talked about that already. Inazuma, July 2010, White Knight Chronicles 2. So obviously, you know, people didn't really like White Knight Chronicles 1, so I guess White Knight Chronicles 2 came out, so it was still quite successful, really. Yeah, I think that one they released, so if you bought White Knight Chronicles 2, you also get the first one as well, so that you could follow the story, I think, but anyway, I don't know. September 2010, another Professor Layton game, again a long ongoing series. And then in Japan in 2010, Ni no Kuni Dominion of the Dark Djinn, released for the DS, which was, I think, the one before Ni no Kuni for the PlayStation 3, I think. But anyway, Inazuma, more Japanese games, another Professor Layton game, more Inazuma, Little Battlers Experience, I'm not sure about that one. White Knight Chronicles 2, released in America. Another Professor Layton game, well, the same one but released in America. And now we get to like the big ones. So you get there's like Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, released in Japan on November 2011. And if you go up a bit more, you'll see more Professor Layton games, Crimson Shroud, more Inazuma, and then here we go. So, Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, released in Europe, February 2013. Really? Was it really February 2013? Wow. Wasn't that long ago. It feels like ages away. Oh, shit. Wow, it really wasn't that long ago. Feels like ages. Anyway, so that was a big deal. I think one of the Level 5's very successful games. It was received very well, very nice art style, and very good storyline. Also teaming up with Studio Ghibli, another big Japanese studio, producing. Studio Ghibli produced all well, they were like the main Japanese anime, manga sort of studio for Japanese cartoon. So they did things like Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke, Nausicaa of the Valley, that type of thing, really. So that was a big deal, especially for me and for a lot of other Level 5 and Dark Cloud fans. So, and that played very much like Dark Cloud in a way, in my opinion. Not completely like Dark Cloud, but in a way it was very much like it. So. And then we have a lot of, I think, mismatch sort of games here. Another Professor Layton game. They've started developing more Professor Layton things. More different things, more and more different things. So, and then if we go to in development, they're making Layton 7. They're making a lot of things. So, Majin Station, Little Battlers Experience Wars, Wonder Flick, Inazuma 11, so another Inazuma game in development and another Layton game in development. So yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to show you that, just to see, to try and help you realize what I was trying to say before. So yeah, hey is it Glutamat? Is it Glutamat? Or is it Glutamat? Like kind of gluttony, maybe. I don't know. Is it Glutamat or Glutamat? I'm guessing it's Glutamat, right? I don't want to pronounce your name badly. Oh, okay. Alright, Glutamat. Thanks, man. Alright, welcome anyway. Welcome to the stream. I was just talking about Dark Cloud, if you've ever played it. I don't know why I was talking about it, really. It's based on what I'm painting now anyway, so I was just trying to explain to people why I thought that Level 5 have never really released a bad game and why I highly rate them as a company. So, that's right, no worries, don't worry about it then. That's all good. So I'm just kind of painting this for now. Just trying out different things. It's very, very rough right now, really. There's not much to say about it. It's just kind of, playing around. I'm kind of almost at the point where I'm going to start adding textures and things in a minute, so. And I'm trying to make it kind of overgrown, very hilly, very grassy, that kind of thing. And the music in the background is also from Professor Layton, another, level 5 again, so. And that. I don't really want to add a hill behind that house because I don't want to enclose it in really. Maybe I'll just add a few buildings in a minute. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Anyway, my name. I'll give you a little introduction because I'm doing this for YouTube as well. Because I haven't uploaded a YouTube video for years and years, and I'd really like to start making videos about my art for YouTube because it's what I've always wanted to do. And there's a lot of great other people on YouTube that I hope will, enjoy them as well. So, and I'm by no means an excellent artist. I'm not a good artist in any way. I'm not a professional artist. I'm just a humble 18-year-old just trying to learn as much as I can so that one day I may break into the industry. So that's my biggest dream anyway, as I'm sure a lot of people are anyway. So yeah, I'll give you a bit of an introduction to myself. My name is Sam Matthews. I'm 18 years old. I go off to university next week. Not next week, the week after. I live in Cornwall in the UK. That's my dog barking. Stupid dog. Yeah, anyway, where was I? I live in Cornwall in the UK. It's a nice place down here, I guess. I don't know, it's quite boring, to be honest with you. I can't really wait to get out of here. It's, I don't know, it's one of those places, not a lot happens really, and, I went to secondary school, primary school. I finished college. I finished college this year as well with triple distinction for my art and design diploma level 3. I don't know, man. College, school was alright, and then college was kind of boring. I got on with everyone fine. I just kind of found the whole idea of sort of turning up when your teachers didn't a bit pointless, really, because a lot of the time my teachers were ill, or sometimes they would turn off because they couldn't be bothered. So I kind of started thinking, oh well, if they can't be bothered, then why am I even bothering? So I did the course and I did the work and stuff, but I would spend most of my time doing it at home, especially in the second year when I got my car, because I passed my driving test in the second year, so I was able to drive myself to college and back. And some days I would like not even go in and stuff like that, because I thought, what's the point? They're not bothered at college, so why should I be bothered? And that was kind of downhearted me about college, really, because it was never ever what they said it was when they come to give speeches at your school and stuff. They dress it up so much at school. So like they'll come to your school and they'll say stuff like, oh yeah, Truro College is fabulous, yeah, you should come because you're going to learn so much and your teachers are going to be real professionals in the industry and they're going to teach you all you need to know, blah blah blah, and all this freaking gas and hot air just comes out of their mouths, and they just pretty much bullshit about most of it. So anyway, I don't know, it's probably different for other people, but for me it was a load of bullshit anyway, because I went to college, they didn't show up half the time, which really pissed me off, because I spent the money to get the bus into college, I wasted petrol sometimes to get to college, and they wouldn't be there, so I would just drive home again and waste petrol. And they don't even email you either if they're ill. They don't even email you to say, we're gonna be ill today or whatever. So that kind of pissed me off as well. Um, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm getting quite angry about it, aren't I? I'm getting quite angry about it. Should calm down a bit. Yeah. So college annoyed me because they never turned up and they weren't really that bothered anyway. So I just kind of did it for the grades and that, and got through it. Plus, I was kind of in the first year I was put in a class with a load of dickheads, so I was kind of. I mean, I don't want to be horrible to them because a lot of them, not not well, not a lot of them, but I know you how it is. You know how it is. You just get put in with people you don't really like, and that. Um, and a lot of them were there just because they couldn't be bothered, and they couldn't be bothered to do any other course because they're low lifes and they just want to spend all their life in Cornwall. And I'm not like that. I don't want to spend my whole life in Cornwall because I hate. That's not that I hate it here, but I want to make something of my life. Like a lot of people down in Cornwall, you have to understand, are very much into the countryside and they just want to stay around in the farms all day and they just want to do that. But I don't want to do that. I want to do something that I enjoy doing. I don't just want to settle for a job where I'm just constantly going to work angry because I have to stick at my shit job for the rest of my life. I want to go to a job that's gonna pay well and is something that I enjoy. So art is always something that I've enjoyed. I've always enjoyed sketching characters from films or games or books and that I love, and just drawing things, things in my head really. And it was only when I was watching an Xbox 360 demo disc, uh, and I think it had Vanquish on it. I remember the game called Vanquish anyway. I think it had that on it. And I remember my dad walked in and said, "Oh, that looks really cool. What is it?" And I said, "Oh, it's a new game that's being released called Vanquish because they made this really really awesome." Hang on a minute. I'm gonna just go toilet a second and then I'll be back and I'll talk to you more about it. I'll leave you with the music playing. Hang on a minute, 2 seconds. almost there, guys. I'm almost back. 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Just give me 2 seconds to set myself up here. Get comfortable. I'm gonna put on some different music too. Just gonna put on some Wild Arms music from the game. 2 seconds. Oh, 2 seconds. Someone's at the door. I swear I can never get any peace and quiet in this house. Anyway, so I'm back. Where are we? Where were we? Oh, thanks for your art, yeah. Wild Arms has always been another game that I've enjoyed, so yeah, man, it's been good. Anyway, I'm back, so let's carry on. Are you guys okay with me talking about all this stuff? Is it interesting or is it boring you? Because I don't want to bore you, but if it's interesting, I'll keep on talking about it, so yeah, what do you think? Oh, okay, alright, cool, man. I'm just trying to do, like, this is for YouTube as well, so I'm just trying to sort of introduce myself a bit more so people know what I'm about, so yeah, anyway, I'll pick up where we left off. So yeah, I remember, I'm gonna choose some textures now to put in the image like Feng Zhu did, just for some colors and stuff, so it should help out quite a bit. So yeah, so I remember I was watching the Xbox 360 demo disc one day that had like a load of really cool trailers on it. It always gets you kind of pumped up for games and stuff, really. So I remember watching that in the living room. My dad walked in home from work, or home from, I think it was a football training or something, and I was watching the Vanquish trailer, the kind of live action one where it was like really cool and everything was in slow mo and stuff. So that was probably really cool as well. And I remember he said, "Oh, that looks really cool." And he said, "Oh, what is it?" And I said, "Oh, it's Vanquish. This is like a live action trailer they made." And he said, "Oh, cool, yeah." And he was just like really into it or whatever. And he knew that I was into games as well. So he said, "Oh," because this was at the time I was in year 9, so we had to pick our options. And I'm not sure what it's called in America or wherever, or in Europe or whatever, but basically we had to pick up options for what we want to do in the later years of our school. 2 seconds. It's probably gonna. I'll put it on this one. Yeah, so he walked in and said like it looks really awesome, and he asked me because this was at the time of options, so I was choosing what I want to do. He said, "Oh, can you do this for a job?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "It'd be cool if you can, because I really enjoy this, so you know." And yeah, I said, oh yeah, it'd be really cool if you can. So I was researching it a lot more, and I found out you could. So there was obviously all this stuff you could do called concept art, which I didn't know about. So that's kind of how I got into it. And obviously I was playing games like Dark Cloud at the time, um, and you know that was sort of my golden age for gaming, really, because I was playing all these awesome games, like old games, and I would be like really into them. And I think what helped was my mum and dad were very, very supportive of what I wanted to do. So I don't know, but I hear stories. I don't know if they're true, but I hear stories about other people's mums and dads not being so supportive or whatever. So a lot of people say that their mums and dads want them to do something a bit more academic or um, a bit more normal. But I mean, how can you be normal? You can't be normal because you gotta do what you want to do at the end of the day, and there's no other way around that, you know. I mean, if you want to do, it's no point doing a job that you hate or that you don't even know about, or you know that you're not passionate about for the rest of your life. You know, that's why I never. That's why I never understood people in my school, because they would muck around. They wouldn't want to learn anything, and I'd be like, well, why do you want to stay here then if you don't want to learn anything? You know, you're just going to be stuck doing a job that you hate for the rest of your life. And I tell you what, it's funny because most of them now are regretting that decision. So a lot of them will post on Facebook saying stuff like, "Oh, all my friends are off to uni, blah blah blah, and I'm not going." And I'm thinking, well, that's your own fault, you know. You're the one that mucked around at school or at college, or you know, spent more time worrying about your boyfriends or your girlfriends or that sort of thing, you know. And now you've missed kind of your opportunity to go away and study for something that you enjoy. So you know, that was kind of their own fault, really. Not nothing more. And I never understood that because I don't know, I just never understood it at all. I think people, I don't know, whatever. I think people just get so caught up in that sort of thing. And like if people are telling you, you know, not to do something or not to do what you enjoy, just tell them to go stuff themselves because at the end of the day, you're your own person and you're gonna do whatever you enjoy. So that's the way I think of it anyway. And I let no one else decide that for me. I've chosen to do well. I've chosen to study concept art, and that's what I want to do. And I don't let anybody tell me differently. So it's the only thing that I really enjoy doing anyway. So I enjoy drawing and I enjoy designing. So what could be better? Working on the latest AAA games would be a dream come true. So now I'm just kind of putting these into the picture. Um, Trying to get some sort of coloured sky just as a base for sort of painting in that. But it's not really going so well. I think I might delete them actually. I mean, all I can say is that that's quite a nice colour. I mean, if you guys are, I don't know if you guys are watching art in college or university or not in any education at all, but I mean, if you are, I would recommend just not, you know, just study as hard as you can, because no matter how many times people tell you, oh, there's no point trying in school because we'll never learn anything and we never actually use it, but you know, you do use it eventually, and I found that out myself. You know, you do actually use some of the stuff that they teach you in school eventually. Okay, so they don't use everything that they teach you in school, but you do use some of it. You know, and you might as well just learn what you can while you're there, just because you need to make the most of your life. You know, You've only got one life, and there's no point being stuck in a job that you hate for the rest of your life, because you need to just get out there and do it. There's no other way to put it, really. Get out there and do what you enjoy, you might as well. So what games did you guys enjoy when you were younger? Well, I don't know if you're young now, I don't know what age you guys are, but what games did you enjoy when you were younger? Pokemon? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough, yeah. Oh, I'm 18 too, so yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I used to watch a lot of that. I remember waking up early in the morning, and then like I don't know, I think it was like early Saturday morning or something, and they used to play stuff like Digimon or Pokemon, like all the animes on TV and stuff. So I used to wake up like super early just to watch that. And then my parents would still be in bed, and I'd be like downstairs watching that. And then I'd go on and play like after it all finished, I'd play all my PS2 games on the TV in the living room, so that was quite fun. And then they would come downstairs and want to watch TV, and then I would be like, "No, let me play just one more level, just one more level." But they wouldn't let me, so. But yeah. I mean, I'll say again, I think having my parents' support over the years has probably been the main thing that's helped me out. You know, without my parents, I would be nowhere. They've they were like the reason that I didn't get too stressed in school, and they helped me through my exams. And I mean, geez, without my mum, I would never have passed my math exam. So my I owe my parents a huge amount in life. You know, I don't know. Oh yeah, by the way, these photo textures they won't be visible when the painting's finished, because I'll be painting over all of this. It's exactly the same process as what Feng Zhu did, basically. So putting photo textures in and then painting over them later on, because they're just there just so you can get a idea for color. You know what sort of colors you want. And obviously, if I'm liking that purple, which I do, then I'm gonna keep the purple so that I know to put purple in the sky at the end. So, or put a purpley color in the sky. And then you just keep on building up more and more textures. So. Oh, you mean you're talking about the values in that, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. How long have I been streaming for now? An hour and 10 minutes. I haven't really painted much, have I? Think I'll just do these photo textures and then I might call it a night with that. Call it a day, anyway. Maybe. got other things to do today as well. I can't just stream all day. That's a nice colour. I'm just gonna let the music play for a little while I kind of think about this. Do 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 do. Yeah, but making it into the games industry is something that I want so badly. You know, like I said earlier, like a lot of other people do. So I think the only way to improve is to keep on practicing, keep on painting, and keep on studying. Really. And obviously, I'm off to university in September, so that's another big step for me, I think, and a lot of other people. should I choose? I can't choose. Actually, that might be a good one. These roots and trees are just amazing. I mean, they just look like living things, don't they? Like living, like you can see, like these bits would. Oh shit! Like, come on. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Please come back. Ah, fuck it, I've lost it. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, just like these bumps and things like here look like veins and stuff, don't they? Crazy. Interesting. Yeah, it's quite a nice song. Aha, thanks man. Thank you for that link. Thank you very much. Bollocks. There you go. CG. Whoa. Holy crap. Wow. Oh, thatched roofs. I guess I want quite a tired look, really. This, no, not that one. This one, quite ragged and tired. That song's annoying. I'm gonna put it on. This one. This is a good song. I've been playing a lot of the new Saints Row lately as well, so that's been quite interesting. It's a good game, really. I hope people don't hate it just for the sake of it. Because I know a lot of times in the game industry, people hate stuff just for the sake of it, so they don't actually give a valid reason why. Roots. Oh, them roots are crazy. Time. I think I've got 6 minutes until it's exactly 1.5 hours for this stream, so I'm gonna end it at about 1.5 minutes, so we've got 6 minutes left. Great. There we go. Whoa, look at that. It's like a turtle. Turtle almost. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think definitely Feng Zhu's design cinema has helped a lot as well. Throughout, I've been watching them for a long time now, so just watching them has helped me improve a lot, really. And the information he passes for free as well is really, really quite knowledgeable, if you know what I mean. Where are you? Here you are. Oh man, I've started off the stream like really energetic and talking and that, and now I'm getting quite tired, really. I'm not tired, but you know what I mean. I am gonna stop soon though, so Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, I want this village to be quite overgrown as well, because I mean, like I said at the start, I think it'd be really cool if like this whole time thing, because in Dark Cloud, I know you haven't played it, but there's this whole thing to do with time, and I think the whole game is based around time. I think, and I don't want to spoil it, but I don't know if you will play it or not. But I mean, at the end, um, there's this kind of bit where you have to travel back in time. I think I said this at the start, but you have to travel back. You have to travel back in time to kill this guy when he was a baby, just so that. Hang on a minute, this music's putting me off. I'm gonna turn that music off for now. Anyway, so you go back in time to sort of kill this guy when he was a lot younger, so that he can't, you know, he doesn't get this curse put on upon him, which makes him release a genie. So you have to do all that, and then the game is basically based around time and how it kind of changes people and the changes things go through when time happens. So I think it'd be really cool. This is sort of almost a pitch for a new Dark Cloud game in a way. So you could sort of have Northern Village, which you restore back to its you restore the first village back to its sort of normal state at the start of the game, and you do that with all the villages, which is again relating back to time. So you restore all the villages, and I think it'd be really cool if in this sort of, if in a new game, if they did make one, that they could have sort of Northern Village sort of being attacked again by sort of time and age, and this time so it's sort of overgrown, and somehow you've got to go back in time again to stop it from. I don't know really where I'm going with it, but kind of that idea anyway about time aging and all that sort of thing would be quite nice. Yeah, man, I have a DeviantArt account. I'll link it to you 2 seconds. Let me just go. I gotta go. Oh, shit, I gotta go toilet again. I'll be back in a second and I'll link it to you. Anyway. Right, I'm gonna link you that DeviantArt account now. Yeah, my DeviantArt's got a lot of older stuff on there from way back in the day, so just try and ignore all that stuff because it's pretty crap. So yeah, I'm gonna link this to you now. Paste. There you go. But yeah, you can have a look around. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you like it. Yeah, I've been on Control Paint as well, by the way, so that's all good as well. me just get back to this a second. How many much more minutes do we have? Have about, oh sugars, oh it's already gone past 1:30. So I'm gonna finish in a minute anyway. But I just want to finish by saying that yeah. So this is meant to be, well it's not finished obviously, but it's gonna be my take on what Dark Cloud 3 could be like in a way. So I don't know, maybe incorporating some of my own ideas in what they could do. I think there's a lot of scope because when I finished Dark Cloud 2, or Dark Cloud 1, they left a lot of scope open for, you know, another game. Because Dark Cloud 2, Dark Chronicle, it didn't follow on from Dark Cloud 1 exactly. It's got a different character and a different storyline and different areas. Apart from you do get back to the same forest anyway. But I think they leave a lot of scope open for, you know, a new game. And I would really like to see the whole time thing come back again to play a big part in the game. So obviously, like I said this about 3 times, but this is supposed to be like an overgrown Nolan village. So it's already been attacked once and you rebuilt it, and now it's kind of being attacked again by a different evil source. So this time the evil source is sort of making, I don't know, making things wear or age too quickly, and then they sort of crumble or something like that. So in this case, although Nolan Village wasn't really the forest village, because Matataki Village was the foresty kind of village, and it seems like that one should be overgrown. But I thought it'd be cool if Nolan Village kind of became quite overgrown and sort of run down in a way, but people have still found a way to kind of live with it, and they're sort of still coping because they're a tight community in a way. So as you can see by like the village festival in the game and that, they're a tight community. So in a way they kind of they have to deal with it, and they just have to go forward and live with all these trees overgrowing and bushes and plants and that overgrowing and sort of taking over their properties and houses. So I just thought that would be really cool. And then obviously, I don't know, maybe you could come along again and save the day, just like you did in Dark Cloud 1. So when you sort of, maybe you have to go back in time again, or this time you have to go into the future. But I just think there's a lot of scope that they've left to make with if they are going to make one. And I know there is Facebook pages for fans of the game that do really want Dark Cloud 3, and they're trying their best to do it. So props to them for all that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm kind of running out of things to talk about now, and it's about lunchtime. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably close this down now. And I've opened up Chrome. Go away, Chrome. Yeah, I'm gonna probably stop now. I've been streaming for an hour and a half, so thank you to everyone who's watched, especially if you are who's been here from the start. So thank you very much, sir. Anybody else? Thank you very much. And I'll catch you all later. Really, I don't really know what else to say. Yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Oh, for people on YouTube, I'm really sorry I haven't posted any videos for a long time. But you know, I explained everything at the start, so hopefully you'll forgive me, and you know, I won't feel too guilty about that. And hopefully, because I'm thinking about putting more of these videos on YouTube, so I'll put shorter ones, maybe doing quick videos or, you know, time lapse videos. We'll see where it goes. But for now, I have been Sam Matthews, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.